welcome to Bali, Indonesia. We're going to be exploring the beaches of Uluwatu, each more beautiful than the last.
How beautiful this place is. At Bluefin Beach right now, there are all of these little walkways, big stone stairs that go past all of these little lines and shops, so you can get down to this little sea cliff opening that goes to where you can surf. It is insane. Professional and hobbyist surfers alike come here from all over the world to experience these waves.
Once I got here, I did not want to leave. I was convinced that if I left, I would be missing out because I would never find another part of Bali as beautiful as this beach. But I was wrong.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you. 'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
Things I love about this beach. Number one, it's like really chill. There's actually places to sit down. You could bring your family if you have a family. You could be alone here. You could be here with friends or a partner. There's like lots of different options as far as like activities. You could just chill and read. You could swim. There's stand-up paddleboarding. You can rent surfboards. Lots of cool stuff. Prices for things. To rent a surfboard, it was 50,000 IDR, which is about $350, I think. And then my food, I got a nice sandwich. It was only 40,000, and so, you know, probably about $3. Headed down to Impossible Beach. It looks like a little bit of a walk down to the water. So a lot of times you'll see people just leave their helmets on their bikes, but this time there was that sign that said like, don't leave anything over here because there's thieves. And I didn't see any other helmets over there. I think I need two hands to get this helmet off. But anyway, point is that I didn't leave my helmet this time. I'm just gonna take it with me. Starting to hear the ocean on this walk a little bit. Hopefully it is close because these stairs are no joke. Look at this, there's nobody else here. I've got my own little private area right now. White sand beach, beautiful blue water. I am definitely just gonna chill here for a minute. I would say this is a cool spot if you are looking for good surf, but that's not as crowded. The sets are a little bit fewer and farther between, but the good ones that I've seen have been amazing. This beach, I wouldn't recommend it for swimming necessarily because the water is a little bit rough. I would say this is a good beach to come to just for the views and the beautiful hike, and for surfing, not necessarily a great one for swimming or relaxing. The sand also has a lot more shells and a lot more rocks, bigger pieces, kind of rougher, grittier sand. I don't know what the rules or laws are on collecting shells or picking up shells, so I have like looked at them, but I'm not going to take any. But I would say if you look that up and you see if you're allowed to take shells, this is a fun place just to come pick them up and look at them. There's like whole puka shells, really pretty stuff. If you're into sea glass, there is sea glass here. The other thing about the sand being coarser and there being more rocks, I would recommend like water shoes or like sandals with, you know, Velcro that you can keep on while you're walking around, because there are a lot more like kind of like harsh, more jagged, I should say, pieces. So that would probably be a best practice if you're gonna come to Impossible Beach. That's it for Impossible Beach. We're gonna keep moving. We're heading back up the hike. We're gonna get back to our scooter, continue exploring other beaches. So begins the hike down. How was it down there? It's good?
Yeah, it's good, but the hike, it's dangerous.
Be
The
careful with the rip
Okay.
curl.
oh, it's bad.
Yeah, it's quite intense.
Yeah. How's the walk down? It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you go down, but if you go up, it's
Right.
a workout.
Yeah, totally. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you too. It's gonna be like a full ass walk down here. That's okay.
Let's go!
God damn it, dude. The women that were selling the bracelets and the necklaces were so intense. Like, they were guilt trip level 1000. They were like grabbing my arm, trying to put the bracelet on me, and they were like, please, please, I need this money, please, money for food. And I was like, dude, like, that is freaking intense. Oh, speaking of intense, it's been like 30 seconds into this and I'm like, I'm gonna have a break. But anyway, the women were very assertive with asking for money and asking for sales, which I get it, like, you have to be, but they were like, only 20, only 25, only 20, which in reality, like, when I go back, I probably will buy something, because like 20,000 IDR is like $1.25. So like, in reality, it's an excellent price. They're great souvenirs, great presents, but I just got like totally thrown off by like the super aggressive sales tactic of them, like the guilt trip and stuff. This is gonna suck so bad coming back up. So I'm gonna remember this moment when we see these stairs, because these stairs means we're almost back to the scooter. This guy is still trying to find Jojo. Yeah, Jojo, get it together! Okay, we made it down. And of course, once we get to the bottom, we're down at the water. There are more saleswomen down here with the sarongs and the jewelry, trying to sell you something, and they like walk with you, like they will not leave you alone. It's kind of crazy. All right, as usual, perfection, beauty. I love everything about this place. I also learned that I don't much care for coconut. I kind of knew that already. I'd never liked the taste of coconut. The coconut women were so pushy that I just finally gave in. So annoying. But you know, for like $3 to have someone hand cut you open a coconut and get to drink coconut juice on the beach, it's like, or coconut water or whatever it is, like, there are worse problems in the world than having someone making a living in you, like helping them, like directly give them money. So it could be worse, right? Let's go over the pros and cons of the beach. Pro, beautiful drive to get here. It's a 7,000 IDR fee, get in to the beach and to park, to pay to park. There's a little shop when you get here so that you can buy snacks or drinks if you want to, and it's really reasonably priced. The bintang that I got was 25,000 IDR, which is the same price that I saw it for at the grocery store, so that's good. The downside is, just like a lot of, and most of the other beaches, it is a freaking hike to get here. You need to be able to be mobile enough and fit enough, not just to get hit, but to get back up. So if you, again, have any mobility challenges, or if you're living with any sort of mobility limitations, this beach will not be available and not be accessible, which is unfortunate. There's surfing. If you are a more experienced surfer, this is a good place for you to come to. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this beach for less experienced surfers. The current is very strong, even if you're just gonna be swimming. So unless you're a very experienced surfer, I probably would not recommend this beach. Also, either bring food or get some at the top at the little snack stand, because there are no like warangs down here. There aren't any places to buy snacks once you get down to the beach. All in all, the sand is beautiful, the water is beautiful, the water is warm, it's awesome, and I would definitely recommend this. Add it to your beach list if you're in the Uluwatu area. Okay, this is it. We made it. So far, none of the monkeys have tried to steal any of our things, although that one has shifty eyes. It was a hell of a hike back up, but honestly, those stairs were like the least challenging, the least shitty, or maybe I'm finally just getting used to the stairs here. I don't know, but I love this beach and I can't wait to come back.
today is the sand only goes to like right where the water is. Right when the water starts, it just turns into rock and coral. And that's something I've never experienced before. So I'm used to beaches in California where I grew up, where it's sand all the way through. Another thing that I'm not used to is the sand being like so like deep. So normally when you're walking in sand, it's pretty dense, you kind of stay on top of it for the most part. This sand on these beaches, you just like sink in, and even when you're just walking, you're like 6 inches down into the sand, and that's something I've never experienced before. Once you kind of get past these breaks, you can swim, you can surf.
Or you can just enjoy the view and just sit there and stare at the waves and the ocean and the sun for as long as you want.
So I decided to come back to Balangan Beach because it's beautiful and I think it's my favorite place in the world. And I'm just enjoying the sunset right now. I'm gonna go swim here in a minute, and I had some food. Oh, it's so good.
Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.